Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I am very grateful and happy to be here for the first time at Bhakti Garden. It's a very nice, very beautiful name and very appropriate deities here of Panchatattva. Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead who came 500 years ago. He is the latest incarnation of Lord. And he gave a very, very wonderful analogy how this love of God starts. We all want to love God, right? Therefore we are here. We all want to connect ourselves to Lord. But how do we do that? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Brahmanda Brahmite Kauno Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Beej. Out of many souls who are in different species of life. Can you name some species? Some species of life, can you name? Insects, yes. Cockroach, yes. Lizards, some fish, okay. Then trees, plants, then dogs, cats, and what else? Yes, us, humans, okay. Hogs, and what else? You can imagine. So many. And if we just focus, we have been through all these species of life. And now we have come to human form of life. So how rare it is. But even in human beings, you see different grades of consciousness. Right? Some people, for them ignorance is bliss. I know when we were in college, some of our classmates, they would take some special pills to sleep on Friday night so that they can directly get up on Monday morning. Can you imagine? So that is their bliss. So even in human beings there are different grades of consciousness. But when the living entity starts to appreciate the presence of Lord better. Hare Krishna. Wow. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
You know what, that mic, unplug that, the other mic. You did?
Hare Krishna.
Let me see if we can. What you know? No, it's the speaker. Oh, that's probably why it's speaker.
Okay, so let me shift. Hare Krishna. Yes. It's better?
Much better.
Much better? Makes my life easier. Hare Krishna. So, even within human beings, there are different grades of consciousness. And very rarest of the rare living entities, they think about connecting themselves to the Supreme Lord. Very rare. Very rare. Kauno Bhagyavan Jeev, they are the most fortunate people on this planet. Those who think about the higher truths in their life. How many of you have read Sherlock Holmes? Saw some movies on it maybe, right? So one time Sherlock Holmes was having a camping. He was having a tent and he was sleeping with his assistant. What was his name? Huh?
Dr. Watson.
Watson, yes. So they both were, having a tent and they were resting, they were having a camp. In the middle of night, when he opened his eyes, he saw in the middle of night he saw beautiful stars and the moon and wonderful sky. So he woke up Watson and said, Watson, look at this sky, stars and moon. What do you learn from it? He said, the nature is so beautiful. It's the clear evening. There are no clouds. He said, you fool, our tent has gone. That is the reality. So many a times things which are very close to us, we fail to notice them. And who is closest to us? He is Krishna, sitting in our heart, super soul. He is closest. So people are searching happiness everywhere. People are searching their life everywhere. They try so many things. See, for living, simple food is enough, right? Maybe some bread, some dal, chapati, one item is enough. But can you really eat same food item for like 6 months? For 3 months? For 1 month? No, we change it every day, every time, every meal. Yes, Chaitanya Prabhu? Morning, evening, different. Why? Because we want enjoyment in it. Clothes, you look at my clothes, same. One big piece, you cut dhoti, you get kurta stitched, you get a bead bag stitched, you get a chadar. One same cloth. And you can spend your whole life wearing same cloth. But is it really possible? No, we have variety of clothes. Why? Because we want happiness. We are searching happiness everywhere. And each company you go, each shop you go, each advertisement you see, what they are selling actually? Be happy. Come to us, we will give you happiness. That means happiness is the most rarest of the thing in this world. Therefore everyone is selling it. What is business? Demand and supply. That is business. So if everyone is selling something, that means that's the most rarest of the thing. That's the most scarcest of the thing in this world. And that is happiness. And where is it? It's right inside our heart. And bhakti, devotional service, connects us to that happiness. The source of that happiness, that is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. That is bhakti. But this bhakti has been compared to a creeper. What is the difference between a creeper and a plant? What is the difference?
A creeper needs something to...
Creeper needs support. Plant can grow on its own, but creeper needs support to grow. And that support is gratitude. Gratitude to Lord, gratitude to devotees, gratitude to everything in our life. Actually, without gratitude, one cannot progress in spiritual life. Because that is the difference between material life and spiritual life. That is the basic difference. In material life, we think we are in the center. We are the center of everything we do. That is material life. But in spiritual life, we make Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna as the center of all our activities. Now we start seeing our life through His eyes, through His vision. That is the difference between material life and spiritual life. How many of you have some exposure to Bhagavad Gita? Everyone? You know the background of Bhagavad Gita? Yes? Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna to Arjuna. And what did Krishna do to Arjuna? Krishna didn't teach any fighting skills to Arjuna. Right? Krishna didn't tell any politics to Arjuna. Krishna didn't teach any military arts to Arjuna. Krishna gave vision to Arjuna. And that is spiritual life. That Arjuna, now you are putting yourself in the center, you are thinking everything in relation to you, but take yourself out and put me in the center. That means God in the center. And then with that vision, you see what needs to be done. That is dharma. That is bhakti. So our journey in spiritual life goes from selfishness to selflessness, to me-centeredness to God-centeredness. That is our journey in spiritual life. See, in material world, everyone is very, very selfish. You agree? Even children, you take away their toys and then you will see World War III. Very possessive. Why? Because that's the nature of this material world. That's the nature of this material world. I remember in my childhood, maybe I was 7-8 years old. So in television, in our home, in television, I was seeing some people are throwing chairs on each other. So I asked my father, who are they? They're throwing chairs on each other. My father said, this is Indian Parliament. They are the politicians. And they are supposed to take care of the country. But what they are doing? They are throwing chairs on each other. Why? Me-centeredness, selfishness. And until and unless we don't become selfless, until and unless we don't become God conscious, this world cannot be peaceful. There will be fights. Because our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada would give example. If you put one stone in any pond, it will make some ripples. And then you put another stone in another spot, it will also make ripples. And then there will be clash in the ripples. So when there will be different centers, everyone will be self-centered, the interests will clash. And people will become more and more lonely. You know how lonely people become? They don't get anybody to cry when they die. In India, I don't know about West. In West, maybe nobody cares. But in India, when somebody dies, people have to cry. But nowadays, they don't feel like crying because there's so much self-centeredness. So there are specialized teams. People hire them for crying. So suppose somebody's relative dies, so they will call them up. Hey, please come, we have some death in our house. Then they will come and they will professionally start to cry. And by seeing their crying, the relatives start to feel some emotions. Then they start to cry. So much self-centeredness. But our journey in spiritual life is, we have to become more and more selfless. And it starts with training. It starts with education. One time, one guru, he had 4 disciples. So guru was teaching them selflessness. You should be grateful to the world, do good to the world. You go out, help people, do good, be good. So these 4 disciples went out. So they were out for a day, for a whole day. In evening they came back. And when they came back, the guru asked first disciple, okay, so what did you do today? What good work did you do to the society? The first disciple said, I helped an old lady cross the road. Guru said, very good, very nice. He asked the second disciple, what good work you did? He said, I helped an old lady cross the road. He asked the third disciple, what did you do? He said, I helped an old lady cross the road. Fourth one, what did you do? He said, I helped old lady cross the road. Guru said, oh, all 4 of you? Yes, we all 4 of us helped the same lady to cross the road. So why it took 4 of you to help her to cross the road? She was not ready to cross the road. We had to pull her and push her to cross the road. So education is very, very important. Therefore we are meeting like this. Spiritual education is very important. We need to learn how to become selfless. And that starts with simple quality of gratitude. We need to focus on our life, how much we have got. How much we have got. See, in society, everyone has 2 roles. Everyone is a receiver, everyone is a contributor. If somebody thinks that I am only a contributor to this society, that's arrogance. If somebody thinks I am only a receiver in this society, that's pathetic. Because we all have these 2 roles, contributors and receivers. We give something to society, we receive something from the society. And therefore this gratitude is a basic qualification to enter into spiritual life. We have to meditate. What all things we got in our life. Can you give some examples for what we can be grateful in our life? Some examples? Health, yes. Health is wealth. If we have good health, we should be grateful. Many people, they can't do simple of the simplest things which we are doing very easily. Like one time I was cooking and I burned my fingers. And that time I realized how much this tip of fingers are also important. Because you can't wear your clothes, you can't apply tilak, you can't chant, you can't do so many things. So we are healthy, we can be grateful about it. Anything else? Anyone? What are the things we can be grateful for? Yes? Sorry? Yes?
Housing.
Housing, yes. We have a place to live. Many people in this world, they don't have place to live. Yes?
Clean water.
Clean water? Yes. Yes. Electricity. Very nice. We went to New Vrindavan a few days back and we heard stories there. No electricity, no water. We had to walk long distance, break ice. So much hardships. Yes. Anyone else?
Friendships. Friendships.
Friendships. Yes. People are so lonely. I was talking about it. One time I read a post in Facebook, and don't ask me why I was checking Facebook, but I was reading a post there, and somebody mentioned there, if you talk to walls, it's okay. But if walls start talking back to you, go to a psychiatrist. People are so lonely. If you have good friendship in life, you can be grateful. Yes? Anyone else? Family, yes. We should be grateful to our family. Especially we come from a culture where family bond is very, very strong. When Prabhupada came to India, Prabhupada came to US and he was initiating devotees in Krishna consciousness. There was one devotee, Gargamuni Prabhu. So Prabhupada told him that you are getting initiated, take blessings of your mother. And then Gargamuni Prabhu went to his mother and offered obeisances to his mother. So mother was surprised what he is doing, because maybe from the time Columbus discovered America first time, any child has offered obeisances to his mother. Full flat obeisances. That's family. Because family is important. Why people need so many different methods of mind engagement and entertainment? Because families have become so small now. Previous times they were big families. So there were natural counseling in the house. If parents chastise you, you go to your grandparents. That's how we saw in our childhood. My mother would run to chastise me and I would go to my grandparents' room. She can't come in that room. So that is family. Family has a big role. Anyone else? Any other thing we can be grateful for? Nature, yes. Such beautiful nature. We were coming now for this program and the sun was setting and we were seeing such beautiful sceneries. There was a river, we came from there. Such nice nature. We are grateful to nature. Yes. Anything else? This is a little exercise. We have to think why we are grateful for. Because if I ask why we should not be grateful for, we will have a whole 3-hour session. There's so many problems. But you have to really dig inside our consciousness why we should be grateful. And that is starting of our spiritual life. You have to learn to appreciate. See, I was when I got married, so I was gifted a book, 5 Signs of Love. It's a very nice book. And 5 aspects are mentioned in that book. How you experience the language of love. Now, this language is very important. Right? I'm speaking in, I don't know which language, but you are still understanding it. At least it's not English, it's mixed with Hindi accent and everything. But language is very important. Suppose somebody is speaking in French, somebody is speaking Chinese, they can't communicate. So Lord is communicating with us with some signs of love. And to appreciate that language, we have to learn this gratitude. 5 things were mentioned in that book. First was, love is experienced through touch. When the child is born, child has no idea who is his mother. But it's called mother touch. You heard about it? The child touches the mother and understands, this is my mother. In the same way, can we experience Krishna's touch in our life? Any example you want to quote? How to experience Krishna's touch in our life? Your personal example or any example from scriptures? Krishna's touch. Yes, this is love. Any example?
He's providing everything.
He's providing it. Just now Mataji told about nature. Isn't nature Krishna's touch? When you go out, you experience sun, it's not Krishna's touch. When you go out, the soothing rays of moon, it's not Krishna's touch. When you take bath, yes, you all take bath, right? So you should take bath. That is not Krishna's touch. Yes. Krishna touches through various means. Like I was talking about Arjun. Krishna touched Arjun through sound of his teachings. That is Krishna's touch, isn't it? Any other form Krishna is touching us and we can experience his love, we can be grateful about.
When someone like happens to say something you need to hear at the time.
Yes.
Yeah,
From out of nowhere somebody will come and then he'll tell you need to do this. Like one devotee was preaching in Africa and he was traveling from Mayapur, which is our headquarters of ISKCON in India, to Calcutta in a bus. And this bus was filled with so many influential people. And he was traveling this 4 hours drive. He was traveling and he was thinking, should I really preach to them or not? Should I tell about Krishna or not? They will accept or not? He was in dilemma. And then he saw a big billboard. It was, of a telecom company. And the billboard said, why don't you talk about it? I said, this is what I was looking for. Yes, I need to talk about Krishna. And then he started preaching. How Krishna consciousness is so wonderful and you come and you join us in this spiritual life. So this is Krishna's touch, right? Krishna comes through various means. Any other example? How Krishna can touch our life? We can experience Krishna's touch.
Life itself.
Yes?
Life itself.
Life itself. If we see, so many lessons Krishna is giving. Like one time, one person was, you know about Yamdutas? In our Vedic philosophy, we learn that Yamdutas are, death agents. They come to take the soul. So one person saw Yamdutas. The agents of death came to take his soul out of his body. But this person was a lawyer. Any lawyer here? Please forgive me. Prabhupada used to call them liars. So he was a lawyer. And this lawyer said, you can't take me. Why? You didn't give any notice. Because lawyers need notice, You didn't give any prior notice to take me away, so you can't take me actually. I cannot die. So this Yamdutas told very nice thing. We have sent so many notices. How? First time you got glasses was our first notice. First time you needed a stick to walk, that was our notice. When your hairs were growing grey, that was our notice. We dye them, that is different thing. Then you need a dentist, that is our notice. Or this is our notice that death is coming soon. So our life is teaching us at each step what we can learn. This is Krishna's touch. And in our Vedic philosophy, in our Vedic scriptures, so many examples are given where Krishna's touch actually exhibited his love. There is famous pastime of Govardhan Leela, where Indra, the rain god, is showering the rains of devastation. And Krishna picks up one mountain to save his devotees. Big mountain on his little finger. Now, from the top, Indra is putting thunderbolts, is putting such heavy rains. But the mountain, the Govardhan mountain was in bliss. You know why? There was Krishna's touch. His little finger's touch in Govardhan was giving him ecstasy. In the same way, in our life we may experience so many problems. And I will tell you honestly, although we say chant and be happy, but we don't guarantee we will not get problems. In fact, when we come in a spiritual life, sometimes problem may increase, because your peers may say, oh, what are you doing? Your friends may bully you, so many things may happen in your life. So, problems will still come, but this Krishna touch will save us. And the most effective Krishna touch, which we can experience every day, what is that? Chanting of His holy name. It's touching our tongue, it's touching our ears, touching our heart. The moment you chant His name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The moment you chant this holy name, the very moment Krishna is touching your soul. And then even though problems come from external world, internally you are strong. Internally you are ready to handle it. That is Krishna's touch. So we can experience Krishna's love through this touch. This is the first sign of language. Language of love. Second is spending time. Do you really think Krishna spends time with us? Any experience? Any realization? God is ready to spend time with us. Any experience? Okay, you must have different experience. Let me ask like that. Have you experienced people have no time for us? Yes? No, this everyone is agreeing. You send somebody message and after 15 days also there are no blue ticks. And in fact there are blue ticks but no reply. They try calling them. You ask them, can I visit you? And they say, yeah, let me think, I'll get back to you. People have no time for us. Really, they have no time. But look at Lord. He's there. He's waiting. When we will turn to Him. He's waiting like a father who waits for his child. My spiritual master would tell this story many times. He would tell that we are like small children. Sometimes children become adamant. Daddy, please take me to the park. And then, the father had to take the child to the park. And when the child goes to the park, he becomes busy in playing, with his friends, and there are a lot of things. He becomes busy and he forgets the father. Father waits on the bench. You experience somebody? He waits. And the child is busy. No attention to the father. But slowly, when the evening comes, the sun sets, all friends are gone, it's dark. Then what child does? Daddy, where are you? Then he remembers father. And father said, yes, I'm right here waiting for you. Come, let's go home. Lord is waiting for us all the time. Whenever you feel lonely, pick up Bhagavad Gita. He'll talk to you. Many devotees have experienced this. And actually, many of our devotees, they're going around the world, they do this experiment. They sit with very new people who have no experience of reading Bhagavad Gita, and then they give Bhagavad Gita in each each attendee's hands, and they said, meditate on any question you have, any question of life, and then randomly open Bhagavad Gita, randomly open it, and start reading, and you will get your answer. It's verified, tested experiment. So that's how Lord reciprocates. He is there to spend time with us always. We can chant His name, we can read about Him, we can hear about Him, we can come in front of the deities of Lord and just speak our heart, and He will start reciprocating, spending time. Third sign of love or language of love is appreciation. We experience this in relationships, in families. We need appreciation. Like sometimes husband and wife, they complain, you don't appreciate me. No, I appreciate you, but you never express it. But I do that once in a year on marriage anniversary. No, appreciation is very important when you want to value some relationship. So if you really want to be grateful to Lord, we need to understand how much He appreciates our efforts. Isn't it true? Lord appreciates our... There is a small frame there. Can you pick that frame? Krishna is embracing. I just saw that when I was taking darshan. Yes. You all can see this? Beautiful picture? Yes? Krishna is embracing someone. Who is this? This is you. This is your future. Here is a boy, Gopkumar. He struggles a lot. We struggle in this world, you agree? How many of you feel I have no struggles, no doctors, no medicine in my life, no bills, no taxes, no insurance, nothing? You all struggle. So he struggled a lot, this Gopkumar. And he struggled not only in this world, but in many worlds. He went to heaven, he went to Brahmaloka, he went many places. He was struggling. And after many lives of struggle, he finally reached back home, back to Godhead, to Krishna. And this is how Krishna welcomed Gopkumar. He embraced. And you know what happened after this? Both fainted. Gopkumar also fainted, Krishna also fainted. So everyone was surprised what happened, why they fainted. So after some time, when both of them got their consciousness back, Gopkumar asked Krishna, please listen carefully, very important question. Gopkumar asked Krishna, that Krishna, I was away. You are God. I was away. I am a simple soul. I was away. I was into so many miseries of this world. I am crying because finally I came back to you. Why are you crying? Why did you faint? What happened to you? You know what Krishna's reply? Krishna said, my dear Gopkumar, I was remembering all the struggles you did to come back to me. I remember each and everything. You forgot, but I don't forget anything. Every time you sacrifice for Krishna, he is remembering it. He is noting it down. And who can understand better than him? See, all of you have come. Yes, thank you. See, all of you have come to this program, and we may think, okay, we have got an audience of so many devotees, but only Lord sitting in your heart knows in which condition you came. Somebody may not be feeling very well today, somebody may have hard time at work today, somebody would have fought at his house. Might be true. So all these possibilities can be there, but even after that sacrifice and struggle you came, Lord appreciates that. And therefore he is the most grateful person. All qualities come from Krishna. He appreciates our endeavors. Nobody in this world appreciates our endeavors. And I can tell you this with full confidence. Even if you cut your throat for somebody, they will say, you didn't cut it right. It's little slant. You should have cut it more straight. Nobody will be happy. But only Krishna tells, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prajyate. I am happy. You offer me a fruit, you offer me a leaf, you offer me little water, I am happy. Whatever you accept with love, whatever you offer me with love, I accept. And not only that, Krishna tells, even if you don't have a leaf, a fruit, a little water, doesn't matter. Jat karoshi jadasnasi. Whatever you do it for me. I'll be happy with that also. Doesn't mean that we kill people and say Krishna for you. No, not like that. But whatever we do, our duties, our family duties, our responsibilities, whatever we do, we just put Krishna in the center and he appreciates. At least he is remembering me. That is Krishna's appreciation. In one Purana, is historic Vedic scripture, one story comes. When a person was very sinful whole life and he was going to die, he was almost on his deathbed. So he told his servant that whole life I was doing all these sinful activities. Sorry, I'm not able to see you again. Okay. So he said, I am doing so many sinful activities, I should chant Lord's name before I die. He was little pious. So he said his servant, you go to market and get me some beads. I will chant on the beads. Because whole life I was sinful, let me chant at least before I die. So the servant went to the market to get the beads. In the meantime, this fellow died. But still, Lord gave him second chance. He said, I will give him second chance. Why? At least he desired to chant. Can you imagine? At least he desired to chant. So imagine if we really chant his name every day, how much he will appreciate our endeavor. Yes, spiritual life may become little boring in the beginning. Sitting in one corner chanting Hare Krishna, every beat 5 kgs. But Krishna is appreciating that endeavor. So every day we chant, every day we read, every occasion to associate with devotees we try our best to do. Krishna appreciates. A sign of love. Another sign of love is his gifts. In relationship, gifts are very important. You need to plan ahead what gifts you give. Like one person was celebrating his 50th marriage anniversary. 50th marriage anniversary. It's a big record, world record, with one wife. 50th marriage anniversary. So people asked him, what did you do? What gifts you gave to your wife that 50 years you maintained your marriage life? He said, on my first marriage anniversary, I took my wife to Switzerland. People clapped, wow, wonderful. Then what did you do all these years? How did you maintain your marriage? He said, 50 years she was there, I was in India. This year I brought her back. Gifts are important, right? Krishna is also giving us gifts. We were discussing this in the beginning of lecture. How Krishna is giving us gifts. Gifts of nature, gifts of health, gifts of family. Everything is giving us. We just need to count these blessings, gifts. And last is service. Any relationship of love, any relationship of gratitude has to have service. Without service, no relationship can be genuine. It will be just, our Prabhupada used to say, lip service. I love you, I appreciate you, I have so much appreciation for you, but no service. That's not love. Love means there has to be service. And Krishna, he can do anything for his devotees. Anything. When in Mahabharata, Duryodhan decides to fight against Pandavas, what Krishna does, he becomes messenger of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Lord becomes a messenger. Do you really respect a postman? You worship a postman? Our God becomes postman. He becomes messenger. And he goes to Duryodhan. And Duryodhan wanted to impress Krishna so that Krishna comes to his side. So Duryodhan prepared a lot of feast, so many items. And he invited Krishna, you come and feast at my place. You know what Krishna replied? Krishna said, you envy my devotees. I will never take food in your home. Because I can give up my life for Pandavas. This is Krishna's words. And what Duryodhan tells, in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, if you read Krishna, Duryodhan tells, these people fighting for me can give their lives for me. That is selfishness. They can give their lives for me. And here what Krishna is telling, I can give my life for my devotees, Pandavas. Service. Not only messenger, then he gets another job. What Krishna becomes? Chariot driver. Becomes driver, a chauffeur to Arjuna. And happily does his service. And not only that, each Bhagavad Gita photo, first front cover will be Krishna driving the chariot. That means people have captured that photograph for eternity. You became driver, don't forget, for your devotees. I love my devotees so much. Krishna is exemplifying by his example. So much service he does for his devotees. Becomes messenger. Not only that, he becomes a security guard, doorkeeper for Bali Maharaj. I'll guard your palace. I'll stand at your doorstep. So much love. And same he does with us. Actually, he is within our heart wherever we go. We go to washroom, he is with us. We go to jail, in prison, he is with us. We go to an animal's body, he is with us. That is his love. Now we have to reciprocate with his love through our gratitude, through our spiritual life. My spiritual master would give wonderful example, and I'll end with this example. He would tell that imagine a boy loving a girl. You don't need to imagine, it's a common experience. Boy loving a girl, but that girl doesn't respond. Happens? Right? Now this boy is trying to approach the girl. What these boys do? They try to get her number and the message on WhatsApp. And what girls will do? What they will do? If suppose a girl doesn't like a boy, he's messaging, what girls will do? Block. Easy, right? You block. The poor fellow gets another SIM, another WhatsApp. He sends message again. What girls will do? Block. Then he'll find Facebook profile. Then he'll send message. Then what she will do? Block. Instagram. Block. Any other methods? Block. But these boys keep on trying. One fine day, he gets reply from this girl. How the boy will feel? Start to dance in ecstasy. Finally, I got the reply. Same story with us and Krishna. Krishna is sending us messages through so many means that we discussed. But what we are doing? Block. Friday program, no, block. Chanting, block. Bhagavad Gita, block. Spiritual devotees, block. Everywhere block. But the moment we reciprocate, pick up our beads and start chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna starts to dance. He becomes so happy. Finally he starts to reciprocate. Finally he is reciprocating with me. He starts to dance. And Yasmin Tushte Jagat Tushta. When he becomes happy, you become happy. That's the secret of happiness. That's the secret of spiritual life. So all we have to do is reciprocate with His love. all we have to do is reciprocate with our gratitude for what He is already doing for us. For us, God is not a topic of debate. For us, God is not a thesis topic for PhD. For us, God is our loving Father. He is already loving us. And we have to just reciprocate with His love. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Anyone has any thoughts to share? Any comments? Except what is there in Prashad. That you will get. But any other thoughts? Yes? Anyone? Anacharya Prabhu?
It was just very beautiful. I really appreciated how you laid out those 5 points of love. The idea that we're blocking Krishna, and Krishna's all around us. We just have to.
He's trying his best.
Classes like this can help us remember to be aware, be grateful, not get caught up in minor things that can distract us. So I found it very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Any one of you have any questions or comments? Anything you want to share? You want to add something? Some thoughts? Yes? Any thoughts?
Thank you so much for sharing such nice, wonderful presentation with all of us. It's very good, very practical to follow. And yes, definitely you made such important points in such light way. So we will be able to take it up and follow you. Thank you so much.
These are the teachings of Srila Prabhupada. He taught the world how to love God, not to just debate on God.
Yes. Thank you for your wonderful association. We are going to miss you.
Yes, Prabhu.
I have a question, if it's okay. So you were showing the picture of Gopakumar and Krishna, and you're saying that is us. And you're saying the struggles that we go through, Krishna is remembering all of them. The times that we appreciate Krishna, Krishna is remembering them. And in the beginning of your class, you talked about how many species of life there are, and how many of us there are, and so many different species of life all over this world, but also the worlds in the sky.
Yeah.
Is it possible for Krishna, is it possible for a being to be able to remember each and every one of them, going back lifetime to lifetime? How is that possible?
How many of you have gone through your browsing history? You went through that sometime? Your browsing history? When you go through it, you realize, oh, I searched this, and I looked at this, and this, and this. You forget, but the browsing history notes it all. Right? So if a stupid computer can do that, why can't Krishna do it? He is the source of all intelligence. Yesterday we were discussing. Matta smritir jnanam apohanam. He remembers everything because he is the source of all knowledge. And you know why he remembers? Because he loves us. Children can forget their parents, but parents will remember everything about their children. You know, when you were 1 year old, you did this, and 2 years old, you did this, and 3 years old, you did this. Why? Children, parents love their children beyond any borders. They love them so much. In the same way, Krishna loves us so much. He remembers each and every detail about us. You know, when Gopakumar finally goes, Krishna invites him for lunch. And Krishna tells, you like this item, I know. You like to eat this laddus. Have this laddus. How Krishna knows this? Because he was noting it down. What all things Gopakumar makes. Because of his love. So each and every detail he can remember. One is because he is the source of all knowledge, but out of his love and concern. Details are the sign of. So that's how he remembers everything. We may forget, he doesn't forget, he never forgets. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, and please forgive me if I have spoken anything. I was just trying to keep it light so nobody sleeps. But in my jokes or anything, if I created any offense, please forgive me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Shishi Panchatattva.